Drones, hey, they're all over the place. They're used for agricultural inspection, they're used for filming, they're used for taking photographs. A lot of hobbyists are using drones. But who regulates the drones? Well, that takes us to this week's case. And believe it or not, this week's case comes from 1946. It involves a man by the name of Cosby who was a chicken farmer, and he lived next to an airfield. The airfield was a quiet little airfield until World War II came along, and then it was used extensively by the military, and the military were flying these planes very close to the ground, and they were producing a lot of noise. Not only did they keep he and his family awake at night, but they also caused the chickens that he was raising to become extremely distressed and begin to kill each other. So his livelihood was being destroyed by these planes. So he brought a claim in federal court contending that the military was taking his property without compensation, without permission. And the case went forward, and the court decided that yes, indeed, the military was taking his property, and it was an unlawful taking since there was no compensation being paid. The court also then went on and gave consideration to, well, how far does your right in your airspace extend? And they basically said, well, you know, we think that anything over 500 feet, and you really don't have a right to complain. So they left that area between the ground and 500 feet, stating that a homeowner would have right to control what takes place in that airspace. Now, as a result of this, the FAA no longer controls the airspace below 500 feet. The FAA, as it regulates air travel, controls the space above 500 feet. So the question is, if you've got drones flying over your property below 500 feet, and that's where the drones all fly. They all fly generally below 500 feet because otherwise they get messed up with airplanes. So if you've got a drone that's flying over your property on a regular basis and you're not happy with it, who do you get to call? Well, the answer is we don't know today. FAA says it's not our issue, and a lot of towns and cities, counties, they have no regulations dealing with this. Now, some are attempting to deal with this and are passing ordinances that prevent drones from operating over stadiums or open arenas, prevent drones from being over certain parks. But what about your property? What about your property? When you've got a drone up there flying by, can you pull out a shotgun and blast it out of the air? What happens if the drone owner, and it might be a very expensive drone, $5,000, $10,000, brings claim against you for that damage to that drone? Well, based upon the Cosby case, probably you would win. But there's no assurance of that because this is a largely unregulated area. Now, in 1946, when the Cosby case was decided, the court said this is something Congress should give consideration to. But guess what? Congress has done nothing. Congress has done nothing. And Congress is currently either so inept or unwilling to act that nothing is being done. And so right now, we essentially have an unregulated area when we're dealing with that airspace between the ground and 500 feet. Okay, we bring you this case as we bring you cases every week so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.